Pre-convention experience so far, not so great. But we've already been told that we weren't supposed to expect the best, so our expectations are very low, so we're hoping that it'll only go up from here.
Working hard or hardly working?
Hardly working, just waiting for the doors to open so that my client can come in and start tattooing me. You know? Something I like doing.
Hey guys, we're here day 2 for Ink the Bay Tattoo Convention here in Tampa Bay, Florida at the fairgrounds, which day 1 was very interesting. Like, I've never been to a convention where you have little mini horses or pet skunks or all these really badass food trucks. They do have so much room around here that gets like so much done, so it's really nice. So I don't know, I think that yesterday was a really fun day. We had a good tattoo, but now we're here for day 2. I'm a little tired. Day 2 is always a little tiring, but it's always a lot longer. So we'll see what happens. Whew, end of day 2. Feeling really good. A lot of things looking up. Not gonna complain. This place is pretty gnarly. I didn't get a chance to go outside much. I've been tattooing for 9.5 hours, but the tattoo was fucking amazing, and I'm super stoked on that. Yeah, everybody that came up to the booth, I just want to say I love you. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm like so inspired by all of you saying you're inspired by me, and it just goes in circles and it circulates. So yeah, we're heading back to the hotel, and yeah, we'll see what happens from there. Probably bedtime.
I'm so stoked it's over. We had a great time!
Here's to winning the game. We really did a good job this weekend. And now we are here. I have no idea where we're at, but we're definitely on the beach somewhere around the water and getting a little cocktail. Reese, you get a cocktail. Oh, Lord, look at the face. We're almost home. It's an exciting day. Okay, it had a lot of potential to be a really amazing convention. It was on the fairgrounds. There's a lot of, different things to see, different animals to pets, very unlike a tattoo convention. You had a lot of art, you had a lot of things for kids, for families, but it wasn't quite marketed well, so there wasn't a lot of people even there, and it was incredibly disorganized, which is something we were expecting because that's what we were told a lot of. And overall, experience for me, since I was invited over to the space, or to the convention, I would say I would give it a 2 out of 10, and that's honestly being really kind about it. At the end, it ended up working out really well because of the business partner who ended up, really being of service to us and trying to get all of our questions answered. And if you really, really want to hear the nitty-gritty of all of this, go ahead and check out my newest podcast that's out with Ink the Bay. Vibe, I would probably give it a 4 out of 10. Reason being is that overall the vibe just felt, it just wasn't a type of convention that I would recommend other artists going to. Now, don't take my word for it. You can go ahead and go. I'm glad I went because of all that I've learned from this convention and all that it taught me and what, what I will look for future conventions. However, I think the vibe was okay. It definitely felt a little bit more, home-based type tattoo artist thing, and people just really trying to get their name out there. But unfortunately, since there wasn't a lot of marketing going on, there wasn't a lot of people for these people to tattoo, so there's a lot of tattoo artists not tattooing at this convention. Host and how it was organized. Let's just say that I would never trust this host ever again. His business partner was amazing. If his business partner decided to do a convention on his own, I would gladly go. However, the person that threw this convention, I won't put his name on here, but you can find out yourself. Absolutely lacking in integrity, and there was a lot of cowardice in this. And as far as organization goes, 0. It was absolutely disorganized. There were people that didn't have booths. I didn't have a booth. I mean, everything worked out at the end, so I'm just gonna say that, like, all's well that ends well, and I'm always gonna have fun no matter where I go, even if I was tattooing outside, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. But at the end of the day, if people are going for organization and you're expecting, if you've been a long-term convention goer and then you go to this one, this is gonna rock your socks of like how you just need to be as chill, rocket ship as possible. And if you're a newbie tattooer, what I would say is that since it's not so organized, it's going to probably make you feel really anxious, because if you've never been at a convention before and this is your first experience, it's going to make you feel like, oh my gosh, this is the way that they all are. It might scare you away from doing any other conventions thereafter. Would I recommend guests to go? Honestly, I would say yes. I think that if they would have marketed it better, they could have gotten a lot of people to go, and this show would have been really, really great for guests to go, because there was a lot of things to see as far as like animals. There was a lot of things to do for kids. I mean, there was a lot of things going on, which, you know, when you have that much going on, I could see why the organization was a little lacking. But at the end of the day, this is a tattoo convention. The last thing you want disorganized is for the artists to not have a good time. And as far as artists, like I said, don't take my word for it. Do your own thing. And but at the end of the day, I wouldn't recommend it to many artists until unless ownership changes. Rating overall, I would say a 2 out of 10, and the only reason why I would give it a 2 is because the business partner was amazing, and he came to the aid at the very last second, and we loved him so much, and he was the one that made this whole thing go around and made it wonderful, as far as like alleviating any headaches that were happening. But would I ever go back? No, not until ownership is changed. I just can't get behind someone at that nature. Like for me, it's all about energy and integrity, and it was lacking a lot of that.